ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्ता सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवति पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Shloka 47 in Vishnu Sahasranama is अनिर्भिन्नस्थविष्टो भू धर्मयुभो महामकः नक्षत्रनेमि नक्षत्री क्षमक्षामः समीहनः. There are 10 namas in this shloka and they are Anirvinnaha, Stavishtaha, Abhu, Dharmayubaha, Mahamakaha, Nakshatra Nemi, Nakshatri, Shamaha, Shamaha, Samihanaha. So these are the 10 namas in this shloka. The first nama is Anirvinnaha. Nirvinnaha means one who has frustration, disappointment, worry. That is Nirvinnaha. Anirvinnaha means one who has no disappointment, no frustration, no sadness, anything. Definitely, Bhagavan is beyond all this. He is beyond the three gunas, and whatever, he is a very content person, satisfied person. Whatever he decides or he wills, immediately it will be satisfied, and that's why he is called as the Siddha Purusha. He is called as Siddha Purusha, means whatever he will, he decides, that will be materialized, satisfied. So he has no disappointment and always his goals are achieved. So he has no sadness, or he's always a content person, and that's the meaning of Anirvinnaha. And the next nama, Stavishtaha. Stavishtaha means one who pervades everywhere or one who exists everywhere. Bhagavan, he pervades the whole universe. He has manifested in this cosmic form, and that is the Vishwarupa which he showed to Sri Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. So he exists everywhere. Stavishtaha, he exists everywhere, all pervading, and that's the meaning of the nama Stavishtaha. And the next nama is Abhu. Abhu means one who exists eternally without any support. And Sri Adi Shankaracharya has split this word as Abhu and Buhu. Buhu means Abhu means one who is never born, he exists without any support. And Buhu means Bhavati iti Buhu. He exists, and so he is called Buhu. He exists, his existence itself is Buhu, and he symbolizes the earth, and so also he is called Buhu. So he has split this word as Abhu and Buhu. Abhu means one who supports and exists without any support eternally, and Buhu means one who exists, his existence itself is Buhu, or he is in the form of this earth, and so he is called Buhu. And then fourth nama is Dharma Yupaha. Yupaha means a stick or a stamba, we'll say, that is your support. Or Bhagavan Acharya says that Bhagavan is a peg, that is a piece of wood to which the dharma is tied. So that's why he is called Dharma Stamba. So to him, all the dharmas are attached or connected, and all the dharmas are existing because of him. He is firm in the dharma. He follows only dharma, he supports the dharma, and so he is called Dharma Yupa. Maha Makaha, that is the next nama. Makaha means the sacrifice or the yajnas, and Maha Makaha means the result of the sacrifice to Bhagavan Vishnu is moksha, liberation. We give sacrifice to all the devas and other deities also, but that will satisfy our material needs. But yajna given to Bhagavan Vishnu, it gives moksha. So he is Mahamakaha. And Bhagavan Vishnu, he gives the phala as moksha. The next nama is a nakshatra nemi. Nemi means the hub of the wheel. And so it is the center thing, and everything, the wheel revolves around it. So nemi here means the hub or the center. Nakshatra means the stars and the cluster of stars. So all the cluster of stars goes around Bhagavan, which implies that Bhagavan is the pole star, or he took the form of Dhruva Nakshatra, and he exists in the center, and all the cluster of nakshatras, they revolve around him. Everything, the nakshatras, the planet, everything revolves around him. Especially in the Shastra, it is said as the Shimshumara Chakra, that is the cluster of stars which goes around Bhagavan as the center, as the hub is Shimshumara Chakra. So he is called the Nakshatra Nemi. Nemi means the hub, and Nakshatra means the stars and all the planets. It goes or revolves around Bhagavan. He is the center of it. He controls everything, and he has that power to make it revolve around him. Next nama, seventh nama is Nakshatri. Nakshatri means here it indicates the moon, and Bhagavan is in the form of moon, and that's why he say that in Bhagavad Gita, in the Vibhuti Yoga, he will say, Nakshatranam aham shashihi. I am the moon among the stars. So that is the Nakshatri, and the next nama is Kshamaha. Kshamate iti Kshamaha. That is one who is patient, one who has great patience and forgives everything, all the misdeeds of the people. He is Nakshatri. And Sarva Karyeshu Samartha Kshamaha. This is also another interpretation. One who has a skill in doing all the actions. He is also Kshamaha. And Bhagavan, he bears this earth without any difficulty, effortlessly. And so also he is called Shamaha. He has great patience, or otherwise will he forgive for all our misdeeds and accept us as his bhaktas. So he has great Shama, patience or forgiving that nature. And the next nama, ninth nama is Kshamaha. Kshama means, actually directly it means eternal. And Acharya gives the meaning as Sarva Vikareshu Shapiteshu Swa Atmana Avastitaha. That is Kshamaha. That is at the end of Pralaya, when all these vikaras, that is the modifications or the changes, it will not exist. All this will enter in Bhagavan. So there will be no vikaras, no change, nothing. At that time, Bhagavan remains in his own self without any modifications or anything, any vikaras. And that is the Kshamaha. And the next nama is a Samihanaha. Samihanaha means one who wishes auspiciousness for all. Bhagavan is the greatest well-wisher for all the beings and for this earth also, universe also. So that is Samihanaha, one who gives auspiciousness to all. So that's the 10 namas of this shloka, shloka 47. And the summary of this shloka is, Bhagavan is never disappointed. He is always satisfied. He pervades this whole universe and he exists without any support. He is ever attached or united with dharma, and the greatest phala one gets by doing yajnas to him is the moksha, and he is the hub of all the constellations. He has immense patience and he is the well-wisher for this creation. So that is the end of the shloka, shloka 47. And the next shloka, shloka 48 is यज्ञयुज्यो महेद्यश्च क्रतुसत्रं सताङ्गतिः सर्वदर्शी विमुक्तात्मा Sarvajño Jnanamuttamam. There are 10 namas in this shloka too, and the namas are Yajnaha, Yijjaha, Maheshjaha, Kratu, Satram, Satangatihi, Sarvadarshi, Vimuktatma, Sarvajnaha, Jnanamuttamam. So these are the 10 namas. And many namas in this both the slokas are connected with the yajna sacrifice. And the first nama, yajna, is Bhagavan is the embodiment of all types of sacrifice, not only the Vedic yajnas like Dravya yajnas, like giving our wealth to a sacrifice to the people who need it, and Tapo yajna, great penance, and yoga yajna, doing yoga practices, jnana yajna, great understanding or acquiring knowledge, acquiring atma vidya. These are all great yajnas. Vedic yajnas is the what we do actions and rituals physically, but all these needs more power to do jnana yajna and all. So Bhagavan is the embodiment, or he is the rupa of all types of yajna, and by doing the Vedic yajnas, Bhagavan, he receives the oblation and gives it to the devas, and in that way he satisfies the devas also, or nurtures the devas, or make the devas happy. So that is the meaning of this nama Yajnaha. And the next nama is Ijyaha. One who can be worshipped by the yajnas is Ijyaha. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. I am the Lord as well as the bhokta, enjoyer of all the yajnas. That's why when we give oblations in the sacrifice, Bhagavan Vishnu in the form of Agni, he receives it and he gives it to the concerned devas. So he is the Lord as well as the enjoyer of the yajnas. That yajna itself is the Swarupa of Mahavishnu. And so that is Ijjaha. He can be worshipped by the yajnas. Mahejyaha. Mahejyaha, it is similar to the nama Mahamakaha. That is, any devas can be worshipped by sacrifice, but when we worship Bhagavan Vishnu, the result we get is moksha. So that is the greatest quality in doing sacrifices to Bhagavan Vishnu. In the end, we attain moksha. That is Mahajnaha. And Kratuhu. Kratu means it is a Vedic sacrifice. And in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9 and shloka 16, Bhagavan says that in this shloka, Bhagavan very clearly says, I am Kratu. That is, Kratu is a Vedic sacrifice which needs a lot of austerities and it cannot be done by all. It needs great austerities and it's a very difficult yajna. But once when you do that yajna, the result we get is that is so great. I am Kratu, I am the yajna, I am the offering given to the mains, I am the melted butter, that is the ghee which we pour in the yajna. I am the mantra, and I am the fire. That is, I am the in the when we do yajna, we just fire will come. That fire, Agni. I am that. I am the oblation given. So everything connected with yajna is Bhavan, and that's what he says. Aham, I am Kratu. His one of his nama is Kratu. Another nama of Bhagavan Vishnu is Satra. Satra means it is also a Vedic sacrifice which is done by many Vedic priests for a number of years. It will go years and years, long years time it will take. Yes, any yagna done for a long period of time, that is Satra. Many rishis at different stages will be needed for that, doing that Satra. So Bhagavan is that form of Satra, he says. And another meaning of Satra is it is a place of shelter. We might have heard that in the ancient times, the people used to walk. They go from place to place, from cities to cities, from villages to village only by walking. There is no locomotives or anything then. So the people walk, and when they are tired, they will go to this satra. Satra is the place where anyone can go and take rest. The people in the satra itself will serve them food. So it is just like the modern day restaurants and hotels, just like that. So satram is the place where one can take rest and live comfortably for a short period of time. So here Satra means Bhagavan is the great refuge and shelter for his bhaktas. So his nama is Satra. And the next nama is Satangatihi. He is the goal as well as the path for all his bhaktas. There is no other goal or no other path for his bhaktas. He is the only goal and only path for his bhaktas. And the next nama, seventh nama in this shloka is a Sarvadarshi. Sarvadarshi means one who sees everything, all seer as Antaratma. He remains in ourselves and see everything concerned with us, all our actions and moreover all our thoughts. We can see only the actions of the other people, but Bhagavan can see when it is in the seed form itself as the thoughts itself, because he is Antarami, he is all pervading, and so he is called as the Sarvadarshi, that is all seer. And in chapter 13, shloka 40, Bhagavan Krishna says, सर्वेन्द्रिय गुणाभासं सर्वेन्द्रिय विवर्जितम् असक्तं सर्वभृच्छैव निर्गुणं गुणभोक्तृ च. That is, he is behind the functioning of all the senses. He is behind, because the senses are matter only. It won't have any power. It is the power of that Brahman or that Atma or that Purusha or the Jivatma that gives power to the senses, and shining by the functions of all the senses, yet without the senses. Through the senses of the any kshetra, that is this body, he is behind the functioning of the senses. He supports everyone, but he doesn't have any gunas. He supports all the gunas, but he doesn't have any gunas. And he is a great experiencer, but an unattached experiencer. So this is the meaning given for Sarvadarshi. He sees everything. He is the great experiencer, but without any attachment. The next nama is Vimuktatma, always liberated. The nature of Bhagavan itself is liberated because he doesn't know anything like bondage. We feel that we are in bondage and we are limited because we are limited by our agents, like our three gunas, our papa and punya. Bhagavan doesn't have all this. That's why even though the Maya is created by him, it is his own Shakti power, that Maya didn't affect him. He is not affected by the Maya. So, Vimuktascha Vimuchyate, he is liberated and also liberates everyone who attain him. He has that great unattachment towards the Maya, and that's his great power. So he is liberated and not attached to anything. He doesn't know anything like bondage itself. So he is Vimuktatma, always liberated. And the next nama is Sarvajna. Sarvajna means one who knows everything. And Bhagavan is all pervading. He is our Antara Atma. He knows everything. There is nothing in this world which is not known to him. And one Acharya very sarcastically he says, only Bhagavan is Sarvajna. We all are Alpajna. We all have partial knowledge, but we pretend as Sarvajna. So we pretend as if we know everything, but actually, anyone who will have that partial knowledge only. When we know everything, then we will not have this form. This form cannot hold us. That much will be our consciousness and intelligence. So who all have form and pretend as if they know everything, is only Alpajna. Only Bhagavan is a Sarvajna. He knows everything. He, as Antaratma, as Antaryami, he remains in ourselves and he knows everything, and that's why another name for him is he is omniscient. And the last Nama in Shloka 48 is Jnana Uttamam. He has that perfect knowledge, Purna Jnana, complete knowledge, Uttama Jnana. And Acharya says his wisdom is of highest class, which is without any beginning and unlimited and capable of achieving anything in this world. He is Jnanam Uttamam. And the Taittiriya Upanishad says, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Bhagavan is Satya. He has infinite knowledge, complete Purna Jnana, and he is an Anantam, eternal, and that is Brahman. That's the 10 meanings of this shloka. And the summary of this shloka is Bhagavan Vishnu, he is the embodiment of all forms of sacrifices. He is the Lord as well as the enjoyer of the sacrifice, and the sacrifice, the result we get by doing sacrifice to him is moksha. He can be worshipped by sacrifices. He is the different forms of Vedic sacrifices like kratu, satram, all are his form. He is the goal of the bhaktas, and he is the all-seer and all-knower and ever liberated. So these are the two shlokas, shloka 47 and 48 of Vishnu Sahasranama. In my next upload, I will continue with the rest of the shlokas of Vishnu Sahasranama. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायिति समर्पयामि। ओं तत्सत्।